Gang. Hey, it's your boy Rob Rich, and I just jumped off the porch with my boy, Dirty Glove Bastard. Gang.
Since a snotty nose been praying for some better days. Wake up, take a shot, won't take the pain away.
All right, so we got my boy, Rob Rich, jumping off the porch
Yes,
with us
sir.
today, man.
Yes, sir. Rob Rich in the building, man. It's a blessing to be here. What a time to be alive, man.
Yeah, welcome, bro. How you feeling,
I
man?
appreciate it. I feel good, man. I got my boys up here with me, man.
Okay.
I feel my upcoming artists, we got the label Profit and Knowledge going, the up-and-coming label Profit and Knowledge, in full effect. It's in full effect, though, you feel me? But we taking baby steps. You got to crawl before you walk, though, but we in full effect with it, though, man. So I'm feeling great right now.
Nah, that's what's good,
Yeah,
man.
I'm happy to be here.
For sure,
Yep.
man. What else you got planned while you're here in Atlanta, man?
Right now, I'm just kicking it, man. I'm out here kicking it, man. Me and the squad out here enjoying ourselves. Few restaurants, bars, But I'm doing some promoting. That's why I'm up here with you right now. So
Okay.
we definitely promoting. We definitely trying to get shit off the ground, man. Cause life hard, bro. Life hard. So, but better days on the way. You feel me? So, yeah, we in the A just chilling though, man. Enjoying ourselves. I love y'all hospitality out here. I love Atlanta, to be real.
And that's that Southern hospitality, man.
It's my third
They're gonna
home.
open you, welcome you with open arms.
Yes,
that's
sir.
for sure.
Yes, sir. This is my third home, man.
Your third home.
Yeah, it ain't
so
my
where's the second home?
I love Vegas. I love Vegas. Like, man, Sin City, oh my God, they out there so crazy. That's why I'm buying my crib at. I
For
love
real?
it. I love it out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's talk about your first home, Chicago, though.
Yes,
man.
sir. Oh yeah, man. Chicago is a love and hate relationship. Cause I didn't lost some people in that city, and there didn't been a lot of goods in that city, So it's a love and hate relationship, in Chicago. But
Yeah.
a lot of people be trying to portray Chicago as a bad city, but it's dope. Like, it's real dope, especially the downtown area. I think we got one of the best downtowns. I don't want to shit on nobody's city, but I think we got one of the best. But the violence in the city need to calm down, though, man. We pushing peace. This Profit and Knowledge, we pushing peace. Rob Rich pushing peace, and anybody that's with me or around me is on the same thing. We trying to see better days, and Profit and Knowledge. And with that being said, that's what we on.
Now, I like to hear that because most of the times all we hear about is the negative that be going on in Chicago, the violence and all that. We don't get to hear about the good shit that be happening in the city, though.
Well, that's because, you know what, to me, it's who you hang around, Sometimes people be guilty by association, and if you know better, you do better, So I'm out the way. I'm hustling out the way. I'm in the studio working, taking care of my family, feeding the streets, and that's what we about. If it's some negativity, we going that way, we skirt, skirt. We skirting off, man.
And you've lived all over the city, right?
Yeah, I flipped all over the city. I grew up out south. I went to school, the south side, the west side. So I graduated up north from Lincoln Park. I went to a few elementary schools, but I graduated from Park Manor Elementary School, which is out south. If you're from Chicago, then you know where that's at. Some of the best teachers, They say it take a village, and they was on our ass in there. So salute to them. Salute to the teachers, that's out here trying for the kids.
Yeah. And so, what were some of your hobbies, growing up in Chicago? Like, what were you doing as a kid?
What was I doing? I was doing a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I was bad as hell. I was a bad kid. I loved to play with fire. I don't know where. I remember.
Play with fire?
Yeah, it sounds crazy. This one time, me and my cousin, I wish he was up here right now, and we could tell the story. And rest in peace, my grandma, Mary, she whooped our ass. We had set a bed on fire, and man, it was some crazy
like
shit.
inside the house?
Yeah, we was bad. No, it wasn't like a gangway, a two-flat building inside of a gangway. We was playing with fire and set a whole bed on fire. Had the fire department there, the police knocking at my OG door. We got our ass whooped like 3 days straight. I can't make this up. We got our ass whooped like 3 days straight. Am I lying, cuz? Bro. Like 3 days straight, we was getting ass whoopings. Rest in peace, my granny. She ain't play that, I was raised right, but, as a kid, we all do wrong. Growing up, we all do wrong. And I'm counting my wrongs. So I'm trying to get better every day as a man, 'cause that's what it's about, growth and development. So, but other than that, I was hooping. I was hooping, going to the YMCA, My OG and Pops raised me right, so we was doing little stuff like that, going on family trips and stuff, but I was still I was in the streets a little bit growing up, I wasn't no big face in the streets or nothing like that, I was in school, I was doing shit that kids do. Started smoking weed early, shit that kids do. So I wasn't doing too much. Yeah. I was laid back with it, chilling. And that's how I was able to fuck with everybody, If a motherfucker say that they know me or something, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 they fuck with me because I ain't no shiesty dude. I ain't trying to get down on you, I'm a real thorough ass breed, and that's that.
I got you.
And then
So when would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say probably about 7th, 8th grade, But I jumped right back on that motherfucker though, cause this real talk. My first case that I ever caught, I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but I was 16 and I was scared straight. Did some dumb shit and I said, no, this ain't for me. I was scared straight. That next year, I was still in the streets, but I was hustling. I was doing other shit. I wasn't in the street doing no negative shit, But if it came to drama, we wasn't ducking no action or nothing, but I just wasn't on that kind of time, So.
I got you. Did you end up going to college after school, or what were you doing? Just get a job, or what were you doing?
No, I went to college for like a year and a half. I went to, shout out Malcolm X and Harold Washington, Because my grades wasn't that good in high school, but I graduated on time. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't no dummy in that. Thank God, I graduated on time. I got out that motherfucker. Thanks to a lot of counselors and all that, but they, I wasn't no dummy or nothing. I went to Malcolm X for a year and a half, then I went to Harold Washington I was going to Malcolm X and Harold Washington. They both Harold Washington is downtown Chicago, and Malcolm X on the west side, for the people that don't know. I was going to both of those, and I was known in there. I wasn't doing nothing. I was rapping, I was just being me. I wasn't really doing too much, being funny, being the laid back, chill guy that I am, It's a blessing to be around me, I'm one of those, When I walk in the room, I ain't gonna speak too much on that, but.
So why'd you end up leaving college then? Why'd you drop out?
To be real, school, man, I was in school for the entertainment reasons. I was in school for the wrong shit. I love school, and I miss them days. I miss school. I wish I can go back in time and redo it, but I was just in school for the wrong reasons. I wasn't. School just wasn't for me, and that was just that. School just wasn't, I did it, and I did what I did. Like I said, I graduated on time, never failed, no grade or none of that stuff, So I was an average student though. I ain't gonna say I was the head, but I was there. I was there, whether I was acting up in school or, cause I was kind of bad in school, yeah. My people had to come up to the school a couple times to get on my head, yeah. I'm talking about my pops at the door. And my pops, he had throw everyone too. Like my pops been in my life all my life, I know a lot of people be saying that they don't got they dad or blah, 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 but my pops a thorough one, so. But he was on my ass though, he ain't play that. OG didn't play that either though, but my pops, yeah, he'll rough my ass up, so shout out to my pops on that note.
And you got kids yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah. I got a son, I got a 6-year-old son, man. He teach me a lot of patience every day, cause he rough. He rough, like he growing up early. Like man, he said some crazy shit. He's something else. But I guess he's just another me. So I gotta get ready for that one.
Yeah, they say your kid's gonna be like what 3 times worse than you,
man,
right?
I'm scared. I be telling them be cool, cause I'm a chill dad. Like I'm a dad though. I do this daddy shit. I do this shit, But any kid around me good, but I do this daddy shit though. I take that shit personal. So But yeah, my son crazy though, man. He be saying some shit. He say he want to be a YouTuber, so I'm gonna get him behind the camera and shit.
And there's good money in that, man.
Yeah.
Start him young, yeah.
I sure told him, I'm like, yeah, your daddy gonna be off the porch. He said, yeah, he was happy.
For real? He be watching this?
No, he don't be watching this, but like I say, he want to be a YouTuber, so he see YouTube videos of other kids, adults, all that. So he good with the content.
Okay.
So as he get older, I might put him in something like this, have him doing this.
Oh, that'd be dope right there.
Yeah,
bro.
that'd definitely be dope. Let me see that, bro.
So how'd you get into making music, and how long ago was that?
That's a crazy question, cause I'm everywhere with music, and I'm not gonna never doubt myself. I'm supposed to have way more music out. Like I've been around music all my life. My big brother, a producer, shout out Rico Super Rich. Look him up on Instagram. He a producer. He been doing it for way longer than me. So that's how I got around music. My big brother. We in the studio. I remember when we was younger. I can't make this story up. We sold Fruities, me and him. But he was doing it. He my big brother. But me and him, we sold Fruities to get a whole studio. We had a whole studio in my OG and them crib. A whole studio. So we've been doing this shit for a long time. It's just me. I be procrastinating I was procrastinating. Now I'm full effect in this shit. Like I'm unstoppable like Denzel in this, so but I was slacking or whatever. So, but I've been doing this shit for about 10 years. Seriously, I've been doing it for the last 3-4, I want to say.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been writing. I got some old shit on YouTube, like that's probably like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing this shit. Like I've got the composition books in the crib. I don't even touch them no more. Some old shit. That shit's some fire though. It's some old shit, but it's some pressure. I got that pressure, man. That's one thing I get. And it ain't no drill shit. Well, back then it probably was. It probably was some drill shit, I ain't gonna lie.
So what happened 3-4 years ago that made you want to really lock in with this shit and start taking it serious then?
Good question. To be real, like I say, I always had a passion for music and I always had a love for it. And it's just, I was just like when I wasn't taking it serious, I was still getting motherfuckers. I'll go do a show on some entertainment shit, on some playing shit. And motherfuckers fucking with me. Hey, bro, you hot, woo out the band. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm sleeping on myself. So it's time for me to wake up. So like 3-4 years ago, I'm like, let me start waking up. And now this shit really, like last year and this year, I know this shit finna be crazy. I don't know, I just feel it. I know this shit finna be crazy because I'm focused more, I'm working more, I'm motivated more. It's just, man, I'm telling you, the work ethic is there right now. Like, they gotta catch me where I'm hot. I'm in my prime right now. I'm 27 years old. These the prime numbers, man. Like, Rob Rich is in the, like, you gotta catch me right now. Like, come on. But they say find me and sign me. No, I ain't trying to get signed. I'm talking shit though, but if it come, it come. But right now, I'm independent. I'm doing this shit on my own, man. This shit coming from my hard-earned money. Shit, I make the money I make. I'm trying to put it back into my entrepreneurship, and to me and invest in it, cause that's really where it's at. Ain't shit out here in the streets, For the people that's listening, for the kids. How do you bring that up? My bad. For the people that's listening and and the kids, and ain't nothing out here in the streets, man. It really ain't. Death, jail, I know we all done had so many people dead and gone to all this bullshit, But it's so much out here. I want the world to know this. I know a lot of people know the youth. I want the youth to know it's so much out here other than the streets. Man, you can make it off of 9 to 5. You can make good money. You can look how you want to look. You just gotta lead. Lead, never follow. Mm-hmm. That's somebody's saying. It ain't my saying, but it's a real saying. Lead, never follow. And that's what I had to learn for me. I used to be a follower back in the day, following my homie them around and do this and that. But now I'm on a different stage in my life, a different platform, and that's where I'm leading. I ain't doing no following. You feel me? I don't even follow trends. I don't. If I look good in something, I bad. I ain't gonna bad because you got it on and because you, for real. If I look good in it, that's what I want. Let me get that. And they still when motherfuckers still gonna love me. They still gonna support me, you know, because it's all about that energy, your vibe. And I know I give off a great vibe, you know. Motherfuckers fuck with me. In the city, outside the city, you know. Yeah, that's that.
So talk about profit and knowledge. How'd you come up with this?
I ain't gonna lie, I was just in the crib. I was in the crib and I was going through, I don't know what I was going through, you know. I was going through a stressful moment, I wanna say. I don't wanna say stressful, because my life been good these past few years, you know, and I thank God for that. But I don't know, I was just in the crib, chilling, writing music, and I'm like, man, I gotta come up with something. It wasn't even hard coming up with it. And I'm like, man, I gotta do something. You know, I need to come up with something to get motherfuckers rocking with me, but with a meaning behind it. I need a meaning behind it. And I'm all about my profit, you know, me personally. I'm all about my profit. And I want to teach the youth knowledge, you know, so this is how I came up with it. I'm like, man, what's something that I want to be remembered for? Profit and knowledge. I'm all about my profit, and I want to teach the youth, the old, whoever. I want to teach them knowledge, you know. Shit, I learn something new every day. I'm pretty sure we all learn something new every day. You just got to take it and soak it in like a sponge, you know. Yeah, but I came up with profit and knowledge just chilling in the crib. This is the shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna show it again. This is the logo, you know. Shirts, $30. Hats, $15. Hey, you gonna fuck with me after this, because I bought you a gift. I don't know if anybody else ever bought you a
A
gift.
couple people have, yeah.
Damn, I thought I was the first. It's all good, but I got you a gift though. You know, it's
Appreciate
all good.
that.
I got you a hat, man. I see you got a hat on. I got you a profit and knowledge hat. You know, you can rock that bitch how you want to rock it. You know.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So, profit and knowledge is definitely on the way. Like, you gonna hear this shit in your neighborhood, all that community. I'm trying to have this shit in Egypt. You know. I want to. Yeah.
So is there any other artists on the label, or is it just you?
So right now I got 2 up and coming artists, man. I got my boy Boss Kato, he up and coming artist on the label. He up and coming artist on the label. And I got my main man Clout right here, he up and coming artist on the label. Yes sir. So this is what we doing, baby. You know, I got, you know, these 2, my up and coming artists, you know, well, you know, we all in this together. I don't want to seem like I'm bigger than none of that, but you know, we got an understanding of what we got going on. So with that being said, you know, these the artists, you know, we all artists and we all trying to do our thing. You feel me?
I got you.
Yeah.
So you got the new project out. Failure is not an option. Talk about this one, though.
All right, so failure is not an option. First off, man, Distro Kid playing, they supposed to been out, but I don't know what's going on with them. So when it do drop, it should be dropping ASAP as soon as possible. This like a mix of me. I got some club bangers on there, and I got some shit from the heart on there. What I don't got on there, but I do got in the vault. You know, I don't want to speak too much but I got it in the vault. I got some R&B singles coming up, you know, for the ladies. I don't really got nothing for the ladies. I got Twerk out. Rob Rich Twerk is out. Like, go check that out, ladies. And I'm thinking about doing on the Twerk real quick. I'm thinking about doing a little, what is it called? About $500 to
A challenge?
Yeah, a challenge. I'm doing a twerk challenge or something. So go look that up, and the twerk challenge is coming soon. But anyways, back on failure is not an option. That's like a mix, like I say. Club, man, they all hits. Like, please go check it out. They all hits. Like, you gonna be like, damn, this nigga is, man, this shit cold, bro. And I'm not talking about nothing but the truth. I ain't no cap in my rhymes. I ain't capping.
Can you talk about the song Better Days, like the inspiration for that and the concept for the video?
Yeah, so Better Days that touched my heart, man. Cause when I was writing that song, I was going through something, and it was just coming to me. When I was in the studio, I was going through something, like I say, it was just coming to me, and it was just from the heart. And to be real, I didn't even write that whole song. I probably wrote like 4 bars, and I was just in my feelings so much, I was just spitting in the studio. I got some hours in the studio, went to go do that song, and that shit came out cold. That shit so cold, like, man, that shit came out glass. I'm talking about ice. Like, that shit, a hit. But that shit came from the heart, though. The whole song is true. You know, when you hear that song, I know you're gonna feel it, because I was feeling it. Like, the shit was so real, you know. Real shit always gonna do what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
And that song, that's actually one of my realest songs, for real. That song, I hear that song, I be like, damn, who wrote this? For real.
And talk about the video, like the concept for the video for people that ain't seen it.
The concept of the video, to be real, it was a quick concept, you know. So at the beginning of the video, rest in peace to the young lady named Moochie. This was my godson's. She was like a godmama, but she was 18, I want to believe, and she lost her life or whatever to some crazy shit. She got stabbed. You know, I don't want to speak on that due to her mom and shit. They might see this video, but you know, I was paying my respects to her. When, you know, better days, you know, because I was going through something then, you know. That shit kind of hurt me to see that young lady lose her life like that this early, and she was a beautiful young lady, you know. And man, so that half of the video was kind of about her when I was in the crib, and I had like the pictures was hanging down, cause she had a picture with my son and shit, and I loved that picture, you know, cause she was, you know, she was real good with my son. You know, I could call her, hey, I need you, G, you know, and she'd help me out, you know, but man, a beautiful soul lost too soon. So that's what that part of the video was about. And the other part of the video was about better days. I was just, you know, trying to turn up and have a good time, you know. So the concept, you know, I didn't really think too hard on it, you know. I just wanted to get it out. I wanted it to be authentic though and real, genuine, which it was in my eyes. So.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with the video, man. This is different.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, that shit came from the heart, bro. Yeah. I got more dope shit like that, you know. On the tape, all that shit cold. All that shit cold on the mixtape though. But that Better Days hit different though. And that's that.
What about Living Wild? What can you tell us about that song?
Living Wild, that shit was cold too, man. Now I wrote that song, and I ain't gonna lie, I wrote that song off because I was listening to the Gunna Living Wild, you know, when he dropped that tape was hard. So I was listening to, despite what most of us be saying, you know, but I was listening to that shit was hard, you know. I'm a musician and I like good music. So I heard that, and that's how that came about. I'm like, damn, I need to go off that beat. That beat was just talking to me when I was listening to it. So I said, let me go ahead and go off that and try to flip something off that, you know. Because it was just, I don't know. That was another real one, though. It was another real one, though. But all this shit real, though.
Okay.
Go ahead, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just going to ask, like, what videos do you plan to follow up with? You plan to shoot some more shit off of that?
Yeah.
Some in the vault.
Okay.
Man, I
What
got
you
some
sitting
shit
on
in the
there?
vault, but the next mixtape, that's what I'm finna start shooting off, you know, because that shit really in the past. I was been supposed to put that music out. I ain't gonna lie, you know. But what's old to me is new to y'all. But I was been supposed to put that music out, so that shit in the past though, you know. That's history. That's gonna soon to be a classic, you know. It is a classic already, type shit. But that's in the past. Now, my next shit is this all the new shit I'm shooting.
Okay.
My next single is called Can't Go Like That, you know. This motherfucker is, oh my God, epic. And like I say, I'm the same concept, you know, everything is, ain't no cap. Everything ain't no cap, so this was from the heart, man. One of my homies who been booked for some time, man. You know, I went to go see him a few weeks ago and shit, and I just caught a vibe. We were just sitting there talking and reminiscing and shit. You know, he don't get out to 2038 type shit, you know, so yeah, man. And that's why I'm telling the youth, stay out these streets. If he was here, he'd be telling, stay out these streets, you know. Go education, jobs, trade, all that good, but anyways, stay out the streets. So, but that can't go like that. When this drop, you know, this some shit ain't nobody heard. I might give you a snippet, G. Nah. But yeah, no, it's some shit ain't nobody heard. But like I say, it's from the heart and it's hidden. So when the streets hear this, they gonna be able to relate and be like, damn, Shorty doing this shit. You know, motherfucker gonna be ready to holler at me. They might want to hop on the remix, you know. And I'm down for it, you know.
Okay.
Because money talk, you know. With me, money talk, you know. So I'm down for it.
So what type of vibes is this new project on? You mentioned a couple, R&B songs. What else
yeah.
gonna be on there?
Well, yeah, when not a couple, I might have maybe 1 or 2 R&B songs. I wanna stay in my lane and perfect my craft for what I'm doing. Like right now, I'm more of that soulful like art, not drill type, not R&B type, but I do want to make some R&B songs, I don't want to be like a crab in a barrel and just stuck in one spot, I want to have a nice portfolio. So this next one gonna have maybe 1 or 2 R&B songs, and then after that, it's just gonna be all that soulful, that painful shit that them real people out there that's going through shit gonna be able to feel and gonna be able to relate to. So, cause that's really more my style of music. Like, the shit I listen to is more that style. I don't play really no drill music. I don't listen to people I don't listen to all that shit, that killing each other. Nah, man. Like I said, I'm trying to raise these kids and, this shit bigger than us, This shit is bigger than us, man. So I'm trying to keep my music on the same positive note that I'm on, Money getting music, profit and knowledge music, speaking to the people music,
Yeah, the world needs more of that shit.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, they definitely do. This shit crazy out here, man. All this, man, I'm praying for better days, Shit.
Yeah, and break down your creative process like when you're recording that.
I mean, nah. My process usually is the hook gonna go first, if I got a hook to it. If I don't got no hook, then I'm getting straight to it. Like I'm spinning straight bars, But if I got a hook, I'm gonna do my hook first, The hook gotta hit. The hook gotta hit. And it done been multiple times where I done did a hook, then I done did my verse, and the hook didn't hit, so now I gotta change the whole verse. It's like, damn, I gotta redo all this, So I'm always doing a hook, then the verse, I ain't never trying to do my verse first. I just do it in order. Usually if I get a beat that's sent to me or, that's usually how the format be. The hook, and it's a breakdown for the verse. So that's really my format. But a lot of times I just go in that bitch and shit, go as I go, Should I get 10 hours in the studio and I'm just going, I'm making that shit up as it come. And that be the best music. I feel like sometimes when I write music, I ain't going this hard. But if I'm just spinning that shit because I'm vibing, I'm like, this shit cold. But I don't know, but I write too though. I didn't get, I write, but I freestyle too as well. But
I got
that
you.
writing there.
Yeah. Who would you put in your top 5?
Top 5 like Chicago or like.
It don't even matter. It don't have to be
Damn, don't
Chicago.
tell me that. I don't know that's kind of tough, man. Well, I ain't gonna go way, way back. Like I said, I'm 27. I'm young, so I'm gonna go to what I know. I'm gonna have to go Jay-Z, Tupac. This is just all time, I could just do Chicago, but it's all time. Jay-Z, Tupac, who else? I fuck with Nas, I'm gonna go Lil Wayne, and then I don't know. I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't know who that top 5 would be. I want to say myself and be cocky, but I don't. There's so many out there. I don't know. That top 5 might, I'm gonna have to say Rob Rich is top 5, yeah, because there's so many. But them top 4, yeah.
Okay.
Them top 4 got it.
And what about Chicago then? Because you didn't have anyone in Chicago for your top 5 except for yourself.
Well, yeah, and that's only because I'm gonna go Chicago top 5. Kanye, I gotta go with Ye. I fuck with Dirk, so I'm gonna go with Dirk. I play a lot of his music. He be talking to me. I fuck with G Herbo. I fuck with Polo G, and then said, I'm so underground, but I'm in my top 5 too, at that, Yep, so that's my top 5 in Chicago, you know. Cause we all doing our shit, that top 5 I just named, you know. It's a lot of other artists out there and I respect them, you know. If I ain't say your name, just don't get offended, but you know, that's my opinion, you know, that's my shit and that's my opinion.
No, exactly, it's your top 5.
Yeah,
So yeah.
It's my top 5, you know. And that was dead or alive, you know. This is my top 5, you know. So that's solidified.
And what's some short-term and long-term goals you got set for yourself?
Oh, that's a good one. As far as music and life, the sky the limit for me. Like, I got some shit going on, man. I got a lot of shit going on. This music shit, you know, I'm getting into real estate, so I got that going on. So I got a whole, you know, as far as goals, right now I'm trying to build my real estate portfolio, / I'm trying to get this music off the ground, really, because, you know, this shit, you know, like I said, I've been doing it a minute, you know, but these last few years, I've been taking it serious, so it's time to see something from it. So I'm trying to get this music off the ground and the real estate, so that's what I'm focused on. I don't want to have too much on my plate at once, you know. I'm still trying to learn some new shit, like the content and vlogging and all that shit, you know, that shit. My son probably better than me at that.
This new generation, they tapped in.
Yeah, so my son probably better than me. Cause like I say, I was outside when I was growing up. I wasn't really in the crib playing a game like that or nothing. You know, we'd probably come in and play the 2K or the Call of Duty and shit, but I was outside. I was doing some shit outside. Who knows what I was doing? I was in the clubs young, no ID. I'm talking about young. One of the youngest ones in the club, they asked me, yeah, I'm in here. How you doing? I'm 16 and here with the ladies, that's 30, man. Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So.
What's some, more advice you would share to the youth? I know you kind of touched on it briefly.
Yeah, more advice is, you know, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. But yeah. That was a good one. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Don't ever give up, you know. Give it your all, man. And anything that somebody tell you, always question it. Look up your own answers for it, you know. Life, you know. I'm only 27, so I ain't, you know. I feel like I am a young OG because I done been out here, you know, at a young age doing this shit. So just get this shit your all. Never give up, you know. Never give up. Dreams come true, you know. And with that being said, Rob Rich checking in.
Sure. You got any shout outs you'd like to give before we wrap it up?
Shout out to whole Chicago, for one. Shout out to Atlanta, you know. Atlanta be showing me love. Shout out to Houston. Shout out Profit and Knowledge, you know. Shout out Rico Super Rich, you know. Like I said, that's my big bro, you know. So blood big brother, so go fuck with him, you know. He going crazy on the beats, all that shit. He done shot a few of my videos for me. He done a few of my songs that Run It Up, a few of the beats he didn't produce. So shout out bro. And man, you know, just shout out everybody that's trying to do good, you know. And if you ain't trying to do good, I'ma shout you out too, but get your act together. Get your act together. But yeah, shout out to my OG, my pop. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the whole fam. My OG, my pops. It's too many to name, you know. Shout out to the streets. Shout out to, man, my boys up here. Man. Yeah. No. I got some more shout outs I want to give. I can't think, you know. But yeah, man. Rest in peace to my boy Tilo, man. Suicide is crazy, you know, so I want to shine a light on that, man, you know. If you're going through something, go find that help. Go get some counseling and, you know, just go get some help, man. Because I know life get rough, you know. We all go through things and you just gotta, it's a better way, man. It's always a better way, and there's always better days. And there's always somebody that's going through something worse than you are. So get it together, man. Like I say, we all about positive vibes and pushing peace, you know. It's a whole lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. We gotta start talking about more positive things that's going on, you know. I see people be rarely shining lights on that, you know. If somebody done snitch or somebody done died, it's all over the internet, but all the good things that's going on, you see those things, but you barely see those. I don't know if it's like the algorithm, but you know, we gotta start seeing more of those things, and maybe our mindset to be set on, you know, a better place, you know.
Since a snotty nose been praying for some better days. Wake up, take a shot, won't take the